So the affirmative wants you to believe what they've deluded themselves into believing, that recreational marijuana is going to do nothing but help, when it's actually going to do nothing but harm. First, they go after, to go after their point first, it's more harmful to youth than it is helpful to them. The programs that are going to be created are going to cost money, and we have no idea where they're coming from. And they actually promote the use of marijuana. Drug Education Problems promotes the use of marijuana. Susan Nielsen, Associate Editor of the Oregonian, published July 28, 2012, accessed October 29, 2013. It's not clear who would develop the curriculum for Oregon's drug education program. Maybe the Department of Education or local school districts would do the work. Perhaps the Oregon Cannabis Commission, a grower-dominated group created by Measure 80, would provide oversight. Either way, the initiative puts Oregon in the business of promoting and selling marijuana. It also requires accurate drug education in schools. After spending several passages reciting chapter and verse, what Oregonians would hereby define the truth about marijuana. That's not decriminalization or education either. I'm going on to say that it doesn't, all it does is just promotes teens into using marijuana. We're talking about teens here. As for their solvency, they're saying, they're not saying how much money can actually be made from this program. They're not saying how much money is going to get fed back into the school, nor what the schools are going to be using the money for. Their solvency doesn't show any solvency. The legalization of marijuana isn't a stable resource if consumers and politicians can't agree. Jose Pagliari, tech reporter, CNN Money, 2010 to 2012, reporter, Daily Business Review, money.cnn.com, published May 10, 2013, last access November 12, 2013. In Colorado, anti-pot politicians are threatening to roll back legalization if voters don't approve higher taxes. There's a proposal to send the question to voters later this fall. Taxes are already high in Washington. The law approved by its voters last year included a 25% sales tax at 3 different stages: when it's sold from grower to processor, processor to retailer, and retailer to customer. That will add a few dollars to every store purchase, pushing the price of a gram from its current average of $10 closer to $15. The people can't agree, so therefore it's still in question how much money is actually going to even be made initially. If they can't figure out how much money is going to be made initially, how can you figure out how much money is going to be fed back into the schools? I want to go to them bringing up our link, that there's no link. How smoking before you go into work is the choice of the individual, but it still causes harm whether they decide to do it or not. If they do show up to work and cause harm, it just solidifies what I'm saying about employees aren't protected from, as I already mentioned in the TISAT, employees aren't protected from medical marijuana use before they go into work, so what's to stop them from using recreational marijuana before they go into work if it helps them calm down and do whatever they get to do? Also, I want to say, reversing the problem of feeding money back into schools doesn't fix the problem of enlarged class sizes. It doesn't say whether, like my partner had already mentioned, are they going to spend the money on reconstructing the school that gets the money? Are they going to spend the money on buying new books? Are they going to spend the money to give teachers an increase in pay? No. Who's to say what that money is going to be used for, if it's even going to go back to the schools, if it's even going to help the children who are in school currently, and if it's going to help anybody. It's not, they haven't proven and they haven't solved the problem of schools not having enough money.
To adjourn.